Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a review of my brand new Ares M14 Sopmod. There's, I believe, 2 other reviews on YouTube about this gun, so I just figured I'd do one, throw it up there just so you guys can get another look at the gun. Anyways, I'm going to go over kind of the cons and the pros of the gun, what I like, what I don't like, stuff like that. I did an unboxing video. I didn't really show you guys the box a whole lot, but it was packaged really nicely. Inside the box, you had the gun, the magazine, and then you had a huge kind of one of those stick-style speed loaders. And then also, it originally came with an orange flash hider that was glued on, but a little bit of torque took that right off, and then it came with this black metal flash hider. So anyway, the battery goes in the front here. I actually haven't figured out how to get this piece off that you're supposed to be able to pull and then kind of swivel around, and the battery goes inside. I recently broke my arm, and so I'm kind of trying to do it one-handed, and it's not really working right now, so I'll be messing with that later. But anyway, I guess we'll start with the pros first and then go on to the cons. Pros, the actual stock of the gun is extremely sturdy and robust. There's absolutely no creaks or any flexing of the sort. I believe it's like a, I don't know, I don't think ABS. I want to say like, I can't think of the word. But it's a very sturdy type of plastic. Another thing I really like is the grip. The grip is kind of a rubberized plastic. It's contoured to your hand. Fits my hand perfectly. I really like it. I believe you can swap it out with grips, but I'm not sure. It is quite thin, so it might have a different kind of mounting style than your normal AR grip. The stock pad. Again, pretty rubbery, sticks pretty well to your clothing when you're shouldering the rifle. Another thing I like is this cheek piece. It's actually, I actually didn't even notice it at first, but it's actually kind of like there's like a rubber kind of vinyl over it. And I found that out it's on the bottom, there's a little bit of give between the actual piece that's inside the vinyl. Other things I like, the actual metal parts, they're nice, robust, obviously. I also really like that it comes with a mid-capacity magazine instead of a high cap, just because I like running mid-caps for realism and stuff like that. I don't know exactly how much it holds, but I want to say it holds around 120. That's kind of like the standard mid-cap range, I guess. Lots of rail space. You can mount anything on there. Right now I have an EOTech on here that obviously doesn't come with the gun. What else? I mean, that kind of covers everything, I guess. Cons, there's actually quite a few just kind of cosmetic things that I knew going into it. Was that the rear sight, you can't adjust it. It's just kind of dummy. But I mean, that didn't really bother me just because there's the huge top rail that you can mount whatever optic on it you want, and I planned on doing that anyways. Another thing that's kind of one of the bigger cons for me is the charging handle is also dummy. It doesn't function. That's kind of a big con for me just because I love the sound and the action of a normal M14 charging handle. I've owned a Classic Army standard like SOC 16 class or M14, and I've also owned like a Tokyo Marui based EBR, but in a cart EBR body. So again, I was just used to that. Other cons. The hop-up is actually located, because this doesn't come back, it's actually located underneath where I have the EOTech right now. There's a little hole in the top rail, and then there is a very tiny kind of hex screw thing that you screw, and that's what adjusts the hop up. I don't really, personally, I don't really care if it has that type of hop up. Doesn't really bother me. But just the fact that the screw is so small, I don't know. I just don't really like the idea of running around in the field with the tiny little hex wrench, and then possibly losing that in the field and stuff like that. Another thing I don't like, it's kind of just a kind of me nitpicking, I guess, is the safety on the Classic Army and the Cart EBR body. The safety, actually, it's in safe right now, and then this is in fire, or yeah. But on those models, when you push this in, it goes all the way through this. And the point of this hole here is so you can put some sort of locking device on it for the real steel. But Star and Ares, kind of the same thing. Their design, it's just kind of like a switch that goes back and forth, and it doesn't go through all the way. So it's just kind of a thing I'm not really used to. It's not exactly a con. Another thing, a little con, the barrel, because of the way they did the battery access design, the barrel has a little wobble. Again, I looked at the online manual to see if I could tighten that up, and there's really no way of doing that. So I'm probably going to have to unscrew this somehow and then somehow tighten that up, just because I like things robust and solid. The last con, like I said, the actual stock portion of the gun is extremely sturdy, but this fake kind of plastic or carbon fiber up here, it's a little kind of weak and chintzy for me. There's a little bit of flex in these little cross pieces. Again, it's not really that big of a deal. It's strong. I don't think it's gonna break, but I'm kind of nitpicky and just kind of anal about things being extremely sturdy. Anyway, that's kind of my pros and cons of the gun. I'm just gonna go over just an overview now. Like I said, the battery goes in the front. Comes with a metal flash hider. This actually, the flash hider screws onto this piece. This thicker piece also comes off. I don't know why you would want to do that, but I'm sure there's a reason. Kind of background on the actual real steel gun. The gun was designed by something Rock. His background is kind of real steel barrels. He designed this for Troy Industries. Troy Industries, they made around 35 of them, so in the real steel world, they're quite rare. And then they stopped producing them due to outsourcing issues and just popular demand. I guess the Sopmod is kind of it's either a love or hate thing. That's what I've kind of gathered. People either love it or they hate it just by the look of it. Anyway, the stock, it's your standard EBR style stock. It has this little wheel here. You loosen that. I'll try and do it real quick. You loosen that, and then you can adjust the height of this up, down, however you want to get kind of what's the word? Kind of eye relief on your scope. And then the stock has, actually didn't count, probably should have done that. Has one, two, three, four, five, six. It has 6 positions. As you can see, it can extend fairly far. I don't really see why you would need it this far, but I mean, I guess you have the option of doing it if that's what you like. It's full auto, semi-auto capable. The early version of the Star, one of these, it came in only full auto, and then they changed that. And then I think when Star kind of became Ares, made that whole little switch, they also changed the battery style thing. That essentially covers it. One thing I will add, there's kind of a lot of questions going around on airsoft forums and stuff about magazine style. G&G and Classic Army, they have their own proprietary mags. GMP might I believe GMP does as well. Their magazines have this cutout right here. It's a little block that's completely cut out. So those mags are not compatible with the Ares style M14, and then I believe Tokyo Marui's. I believe Tokyo Marui mags will fit in one of these, and I believe the Star Ares mags will fit in Tokyo Marui's, but I'm not completely sure. That's funny. Hopefully that clears up kind of the M14 question. One question I have been asked is whether Scar magazines fit in M14s. Ares created, or they made magazines and they labeled them as Scar M14 magazines. I don't know if those fit in both. I'm assuming they do, but I'm sure there is a kind of a limited ability in which models you can put those in and stuff like that. But in general, the standard Scar style mag does not fit in the M14. Anyway, that kind of wraps it up. One last thing before I forget. I originally thought that the motor went into the grip based on Star's online user manual. That's another thing. The gun doesn't come with a manual. You have to go online to find it. But Star's manual, the diagram suggests that the motor goes into the grip, but this is actually hollow inside, and so I don't know exactly what style gearbox it is. I want to say version 3. It's possibly like a version 3, version 7 hybrid, if you will. Version 7 was what Tokyo Marui did, and then G&G did the version 3 and stuff like that. I don't know exactly what, but anyway, this has been a longer kind of review, but hope you guys have enjoyed it. Feel free to comment, hit the like button, subscribe. One thing I will say, I want to thank all my viewers, I guess, because this gun was made possible through your guys' watching the video, liking it, all that stuff, through like the monetizing feature on YouTube. So this gun was actually purchased with some of the funds that I got, actually all of the funds that I got from that. So again, if you guys want to see more stuff like this, feel free to like, comment, whatever. It helps me out. Without you guys, there is none of this. So anyway, another little quick update before we go. I got Final Cut Pro 10, or X, whatever you want to call it. So hopefully the videos will be more aesthetically pleasing than normal. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. That's it.